So it does seem like RTE are on the way out. We have seen the shenanigans they've been up to, and they still want people to pay the TV license. Now, what I'm trying to say is here, the end of the road is near for RTE. They can go very. They can't go anyway, basically, because they're that fucked, because they fucked themselves over something fierce, and basically they betrayed the Irish people many, many times over the years. And people are sick of them and want rid of them. Get out, get them all out, get out. And that's as simple as that. And there's not much loss though to be gone maybe in a few years. Because, why and this is the truth, why should any public money at all go to RT if they're misspending it the way they were in buying flip-flops and different things, 2,000 and flip-flops and stuff like that. And then not even to mention what Ryan Tubridy was getting extra, along with the big eye-watering salary he got, and the executives in RT, their little payments after they're running away at the moment and stuff like that. And then we see last night, the Minister for Media, the RTE chair of the board, misled her, which is obviously not good enough too, because the government and RTE are one and the same, but still in the same way, nobody should be misled. I know myself, I've often looked about different things, different information I got to one around, in other words. I was said to one person, one time it was the Office of Public Works, and then it was said back to the Department of Local Government, then it was sent back to the Office of Public Works, and it was just a big runaround, hoping that you just get fed up and not ask any more questions, to just shut up after. So that's what happens basically in departments. I understand that it can be very frustrating. It's not the right way it should be done, and especially when they try and mislead you. They try and believe something. Mainly gaslighting in the way. But RT has pushed their limits and what they could do. Years ago they cared about Ireland, they cared about the Irish people. Nowadays they care about whatever the government tell them to care about, whatever a good friend Judge Soros gives them a few bob to tell them to put on, or stuff like that. That's all they care about. They don't care about the future of Ireland. They don't care at all. The only thing they see is money, is solving the government and out of it. And we have to admit, if that was anything else, any other body, right, we all know it would have to be abolished, got rid of. Because if that kind of stuff was going on, that's corruption at the highest level, what was happening in RTE, and many other words you could use. But if that was in any other organisation, if that was an only business thing, for example, everybody would be sacked, any higher ups at all would be gone, out, goodbye, out. But the only reason why, because the government now were lying on RTE, they bailed RTE out. RTE was nearly dead a few weeks ago, only for the government giving them 75 million to keep going, just to keep them going for another few years. But only for that they would have been just gone. That's the end. Adios. Goodbye. But they can only go out. The government can't say to the people with a straight face, basically, that we should give 40 billion or something like that to RTE, because they have debts upon debts upon debts, and it would probably be in the billions if the taxpayer had to flip the bill. And why the fuck should we flip it for some executives and stuff in RTE? Why should we do it? And to be lectured by the same crowd about different things because the government are telling them to lecture us. Why should we pay it? And why should we pay their TV licence? And it's a perfect example. Why should we pay it when you see the carry-on that's going on at the moment in RTE? Why should you? Simple as that. Why should you be paid to be abused? Because that's, in a way, it's just been paid to be abused. Now, I put up a poll a few weeks ago, and I to be totally honest, but this is my opinion, we should just get rid of it. Out. Get rid of RTE. I know a lot of people say we should fund a new media or stuff like that, get a new organisation, I suppose. Get rid of RTE and just have new organisation from the ground up, may use. But I think we should just get rid of it. There shouldn't be any kind of government funded media. It should be independent media, like web media and things like that. That's not funded by the Exchequer, voluntary donations, etc. Maybe advertisements or whatever be funded by that. But RTE, the way it's going on in RTE is just pure government propaganda, and that's to be totally honest. They've just been paid to be lectured by you, to lecture you. You're paying the luxury for them to lecture you, which I don't know why anybody would do that, but it's a great country, but RTE are not going to exist now within the next. They'll be lucky to push on another 5 years, but the road's getting close. Thank you.